All right. Hello. Good morning. Happy Sunday, everybody. My name is Marnie Hernandez. Today we are completing, hopefully, our training on the magical Kenya. So this is part 3. If you're on here now, you should have already completed part 1 and part 2 that you can find on our on my YouTube channel, and then also our certificate workshop folder. Hello, Stella, welcome. So channel, here we go. So again, Kenya is in here, and it's actually 1 and 2 right here, certificate 1 and 2. And now we're going to start with number 3, which is under, where were we? Let me go back here so you guys can see where we're at. All right, so now I logged out. So I've got 100 points. So, let's get there. So we've completed these portions, and let's see the next ones, 5 more. Where am I again? Hold on. Training. All right. Signature experiences. Okay. Is this where we're at? Signature experiences? Boy, it looks like we won't be completing. Well, these are 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Maybe we will.
It's like 15 courses to get to the goal.
Okay. All right, let's do it. All right, so are you guys at signature?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Let's go. All right, so signature experience is what you'll learn is special. What experiences are included in the collection, which experience owners are involved, and how to package the experience for your clients. So let's go ahead and get started. Oops.
Mark, you're not sharing your screen.
It's not sharing. There we go. And share sound. All right, everybody see me now?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right, so introduction. The Magical Kenya Signature Experience collections are officially curated, unique, and authentic Kenyan travel experiences that are exceptional and memorable. The experiences are spread out to bring out the diversity of Kenya's destination offering in terms or product experience range. The travel motivation that they satisfy caters to the different target segments from budget to luxury and the different destinations where the experiences take place. So here's a quick video. Look at the rhino. Wouldn't that be fun to be out there? Hello, Mary. Welcome. That's what I wanted to reference around. people didn't have our thing. So, all right, next lesson. Let me know if you guys are with us. Okay, we're on signature experiences. Let me go ahead and do this again. There we go. All right, select all, copy. If you're just joining us, we haven't taken any tests. We actually just started. So we're on signature experiences. Okay. All right. So introduction. An active traveler will find plenty to keep them entertained on the beautiful Kenyan coast. From the dreamy eco-tourist village of Watamu to the flawless white sandy beach of Diani. Find hidden treasures, incredible wildlife such as whales, dolphins, and turtles. Discover a different side to Kenya. Whether they want to take it slow or have an adrenaline rush, they'll find something to keep them entertained. Keep your clients or help your clients get the most out of their time on Kenya coast with one of these specially designed experiences. Okay. All right, let's go down. All right, so you have the Maida Creek Floating Adventure or Epic Kayaking Expedition. I actually just bought a kayak, a blow up one. I'm like, I have to get out. I have to do something. He didn't think I was going to, but it's a blow up one. But I figured, hey, we can go out to Lake Mead. We can go up to Willow Lake. We can go Willow Creek, whatever. And then Colorado, the ocean, if I go to Florida again. So anyway. So yes, again, guys, keep in mind what they can do. So when you get your certificate, you can post it, okay? All right, so Watamu Tree House, Watamu. Explore the mangrove-lined oasis, spot turtles and the birds as you float peacefully to the Indian Ocean. Alternatively, learn how to kayak whilst exploring the rich ecosystem. Accommodation options is a tree house. Wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't you guys like to stay in a treehouse? Half day to a full day adventure, okay? Then you have Zero to Hero, kite surfing, tribe water sports on Watamu. In just 3 days, enthusiasts with no prior experience can expect to graduate as proficient kite surfers in the idyllic, sorry, I always mispronounce that, waters of Watamu. Accommodation options, numerous beach resorts are available within easy reach. All right, so here's a video on the kite surfing. Anybody done kite surfing? I have not. Would love to do it. All right, how about humpback whale watching experience, the Hemingways. Between July and September, these majestic marine giants can be sighted aboard a boat with a dedicated whale researcher and guide. Accommodations is the Watamu Beach Resort. Stand-up paddleboarding with dolphins, tribe water sports. Watamu is one of the only places in the world where travelers can stand up paddleboard with the dolphins. Watamu has a range of the beach resorts. Wouldn't that be fun? Sit there and pet them as they come by you. All right, how about the village bike tours? Village bike, Diani bikes. Village bike tours offer a wonderful opportunity to learn about the local culture, learn a skill, and keep fit while on holiday. There are numerous beach resorts along the award-winning Diani Beach. Experience takes about a half a day. All right, and then signature experiences. What is the magical Kenya? All right, so the adventures. Now we're going to go to adventure inland. So that was on the water. Now we're going to go inland. So encourage your clients to escape their comfort zones with inland adventures. For those wanting to get really active, then mountain climbing, fishing expeditions on Mount Kenya will be perfect for them. Or they could try abseiling and rock climbing at the Kenyan outback. They can test their limits as they experience the thrill and adrenaline rush of kayaking or rafting. For those wanting to get out on two wheels, cycle safaris offer a new way to explore and experience the Mara. So again, get those adrenaline, what do you call it? The adventure seekers, share this information. All right, Belvy's having trouble getting into the program or getting into our Zoom. This is the program, so she should be able to just click on there. Again, if you haven't finished 1 and 2, I don't know if you can. Okay, perfect. Hopefully you guys can still, are you guys all able to still get in here? And then you can go back and finish the other ones we've done. Again, you want to finish all of them because you want to get your certificate, get invited to FAM trips, familiarization trips, get all kinds of promotional material, etc. All right, kayaking with Savage Wilderness, Central Kenya, Sagana. Perfect for the adventurer who lives for the outdoors and exhilarating rush. Move this over. Adrenaline. Accommodations, Savage Wilderness cottages and camping facilities. Other options are available. You can't register. Okay, why not? So first off, you go here and you register with My OTT. Did you guys get there? And then what happens, you go to Kenya, and then, you go through this first course, okay, if you haven't done that or whatever, but you can go here. Upon completion, you go here, and then you register again. All right, and Maritz, are you getting an error too? Maybe try clearing your cookies or something. Has anybody else had any trouble getting in?
Yes, I am getting problem to log in.
Is it the system's not coming up, or it's saying you can't register?
It's not letting me type anything on the email or nothing.
Okay, maybe try on your phone. I don't know if maybe that'll work.
Okay, let me.
Okay. And again, I'm just reading right now. When we get to the test, we'll make sure everybody gets the answers and stuff. Okay. All right. So the kayaking accommodations, you have the cottages and camping. Other options are available within easy reach. Experience duration, half-day excursions to multi-day expeditions. Okay, she had to do it on her phone. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong. Maybe clear the cookies or history or something. All right, so rafting with Savage Wilderness, Central Kenya. Both expert and novice adventurers alike have the exciting opportunity to journey upon to calm waters or more challenging rapids, depending on their preference. Accommodation options, Savage Wilderness cottages and camping facilities. Other options available in easy reach. Half-day excursions to multi-day. All right, guys. So again, if you haven't finished the first parts and you need them, they're right here on my YouTube channel. Yet it is always put Archer Travel. Go ahead and put Archer Travel Service. And then right here, you'll see Kenya 1, Kenya 2, and then we'll have Kenya 3 listed today. All right. Mugi Dam. Kayaking at Mugi Dam with Equorian Mugi Camp, Central Kenya, Laikipia. There's nothing quite like the peace and quiet of paddling a kayak at sunrise, watching the wildlife as they awaken for the day. Equorian Mugi Camp experience 3 days. Wouldn't that be cool? Have elephants right there with you. All right. Again, get out there and live life, guys. Mountaineering experience with African ascents, Central Kenya. Africa's second highest peak, Mount Kenya, provides a rewarding climbing experience, whether by trekking or climbing. Accommodation option, various camps and cottages are available along the trekking route. Experience duration, multi-day trek, approximately 5 days. Wow. I'd rather see the animals than hike. All right, outdoor adventure experience with Rift Valley Adventure, Central Kenya, Laikipia. Indulge in Kenya's first and only holistic multi-activity adventure experience of abseiling and canyoning on one side of Mount Kenya and the dramatic 3,000-foot cliffs of the Great Rift Valley. The accommodation options, Rift Valley Adventure Camps, among other options within easy reach. Half-day to multi-day adventure. How about the Forest Adventure by Africa Forest Lodges, Kiambu? Experience the thrill of immersion with unique experiences in the forest, paintballing, archery, mountain biking, horse riding, and even zip lining. Accommodation options, choose from a range of options in Nairobi, and half a day to a full day adventure. Okay, there's another video. Let's go ahead and watch that.
I got the code!
I can't see that anywhere. I'd rather go VPN. My kids would probably like the paintball. All right, Mary, yay, you got in?
Thank you, Deborah.
All right, let's go. All right, how about cycling in Mara with Savage Wilderness, Southern Kenya, Mara, a novel new way to cross the Masai Mara is on a bicycle, guided by, look at that, with zebras, guided by resident Masai and accompanied by a vehicle. This adventure brings cyclists up close with the migrating wild beast and other wildlife. We're currently on the essentials. It should be right up here, the one we're on. Let me see if it'll let me just copy this one. Yeah, it always makes me copy the full, oops. Here we are. This is where we're at. There we go. All right. This adventure brings cyclists up with the mild beast. Various options are available to suit various target segments. Half-day excursions to multi-day expeditions. Carisia walking safaris and with Carisia Safaris Limited in central Kenya, Nanyuki. A camel safari is the ideal means of traveling through northern Kenyan lands. Every day is unique and every safari is custom designed to suit your client's interest and needs. Accommodations, you can stay at the Tumaran camp and mobile camp options. Half day to multi-day camel treks, okay? So again, keep you know, this in mind when going and posting your certificate, letting them know they can go on camels, ride through the safari on a bike. How about yoga experience? Watamu Treehouse, look at that, Kenya coast. Daily yoga classes in a unique open air studio with unparalleled views of the surrounding nature and the azure blue Indian Ocean. This is truly a truly special spot. Watamu Treehouse, half day to a full day. Then you have golfing, of course, for all the men, right? Women too, golf, okay. Heritage Hotels, Rift Valley, Navasha. For a round of golf, travelers won't forget. Try this world-class 18-hole golf course that is also home to zebras, impalas, water bucks, and birds. Accommodation options, Great Rift Valley Lodge Golf Resort, okay? Experience can take 3 days, okay? All right, that was a quick one. Stay at the farm. All right, so experience farm life, interact with families, engage in daily farm activities combined with tours to local destinations. Farm stays in Kenya offer a truly authentic way to meet the communities and become immersed in the Kenyan way of life, and is the perfect adventure for families. So you have El Karama Eco Lodge experience with El Karama Lodge, Central Kenya, Nanyuki. Experience an intimate, one-of-a-kind family vacation at El Karama Lodge. Kids will love the Bush School, the first wildlife kids club of its kind that's dedicated to learning and fun and family activity or adventures in wild spaces. They recommend 3 days for that tour. The Ololo Experience and Ololo Lodge and Farm, Nairobi. Right at the edge of the city of Nairobi and on the banks of the Mabakati River lies a quaint farmhouse lodge that offers wildlife sightings and tours of an organic farm that boasts sustainable and environmental friendly techniques. So you can stay at the Ololo Safari Lodge, and they recommend 2 days for that one, okay? All right, then you have a Lapengi Farm Experience in central Kenya. Set on the foothills of Mount Kenya, guests may occupy their time with horse riding, croquet, exploring walking trails, and taking in the rich local culture. Olapangi Private House, Burton and Speak Family Cottage, and the Round Private House. Again, they recommend 3 days for that. Homestay experience with homestay visits, limited central Kenya and southern Kenya, Nyandarua and Mara. Again, I apologize for my pronunciation. Thanks, dear. Thank you. All right. This is an immersive farm stay where guests can take part in wheat farming, honey harvesting, sheep breeding, and even a spice tour. A remarkable opportunity to bond with Kenyan families and share meals, jokes, stories, farm knowledge, and skills. So stay at the private homes there. Recommend 3 days. All right, next lesson. All right, introduction. It's not just a luxury safaris on offer in Kenya. The country is also home to a wide range of iconic but more affordable safari experiences, meaning travelers can experience incredible wildlife no matter their budget. Look, do you see them? How beautiful would that be? Have you seen on like YouTube and all that, where the cats even get up into the truck and people are like, ah! Your clients may be surprised to learn that they don't need to go far to find these experiences. There is an eco safari right in the capital city at the Nairobi National Park. Help your clients get close to Kenya's iconic wildlife and biodiverse ecosystems and make lasting friendships with the local community who protect them. From ecotourism experiences that give back to the local community, tracking rhinos in the Aberdares, or sleeping under the Kenyan night sky surrounded by the sounds of nature, these iconic safari experiences are not to be missed. All right, safaris with a difference. So you have the wilderness in the city with Nairobi Tented Camp. Right in the heart of the bustling Nairobi city lies a memorable tented eco safari experience. It offers a unique contrasting setting of the wild and the great outdoors against the stunning backdrop of city buildings. So accommodations is a tented camp, recommend 2 days. You have Lasaba star beds with the Luana collection. Poised on a rocky kopsha, that's right, the star beds command sweeping views over an undulating valley. They are rolled out each night for the magical experience of sleeping under the endless African sky. Can you imagine laying there on the, with elephants walking by? 3 days, they recommend that. All right, then Safari Series experience with Safari Series Limited. Experience a one-of-a-kind safari by traveling the length and breadth of Lakapia in a vintage Land Rover vehicles that explorers get to drive themselves. Safari Series Camp, and it's for 2 days. All right, you guys want to see the big cats like never before? In the footsteps of Elsa the Lioness with the Luana Collection, Central Kenya. Indulge in the fascinating history of Meru, made famous by Born Free. Did you guys ever see that movie? The best-selling novel and award-winning movie recounting the lives of George and Joy Adamson and Elsa the Lioness in Meru National Park. Accommodations, Elsa's Kapshir, and it's for 3 days. All right, big cat safaris with game watchers, Amboseli, Lakapia, Nairobi, and Mara. The 8-day adventure offers some of the best wildlife viewing in Africa, hosted and guided by local Maasai members and leaders of the community. Accommodation options, Nairobi tented camp in Nairobi, Porini Balesali camp, Porini Rhino in Lakapia, and Porino Lion Camp in Mara. They recommend 8 days here. Wow, look how beautiful that picture is. Look at that. Wow, beautiful, huh, guys? Anybody want to do that? Come on, let's get out there and experience. Have a magical experience with rhinos. Saburu, okay? Discover, let me move it down. Discover the secrets of Kenya's great unspoiled northern frontier by tracking the black rhino in the wild on foot through the Sarah Community Conservancy. Saruni Rhino and Saruni Samburu. 3 days, they recommend it. Then you have Salio Lodge is Kenya's oldest private rhino sanctuary with considerable herds of the black and white rhino. They recommend 2 days there. And then rhino tracking with Barana Lodge. Immersive experience provides a special opportunity to learn firsthand about the conservation and the work that goes into keeping rhinos safe. This is travel with a purpose. So Barano Lodge, Langisha House, and Laragai House. 3 days they recommend going there. All right, next. Okay, here's some beautiful pictures. How cool is that? All right, next lesson. We're halfway through. Halfway through this one. We still have a couple more, but let's try to finish it, guys. Introduction, discover the ultimate safari of bygone era, all within 5-star setting. Kenya is a place where travelers can enjoy barefoot luxury in the remotest of locations. Where else in the world can clients share their breakfast table with a wild African giraffe, explore the remote desert landscapes aboard a helicopter, or enjoy a sundowner in the untouched wilderness? Okay, next. Day trip by helicopter with Tropic Air Safaris, Northern Kenya, Seguda Valley. Fly over Northern Kenya's diverse landscape from desolate salt plains, lava flows, and crocodile pools to the sand dunes of Seguda and impressive mountain ranges. Diverse array of accommodations in Lakapia and Northern Kenya to choose from. They recommend a half day to a full day excursion. Then you have Finch Hutton's Luxury Camp. Discover, oh, wow, look at that. Discover the safari of a bygone era. A camp built to be minimally intrusive while combining the modern day luxuries of any 5-star boutique hotel. Finch Hutton's luxury camp, 3 days. Can you imagine staying here, seeing a giraffe walk by? How cool is that? All right, how about fly camping under the stars with Sasab Camp? Go off the grid with the bare essentials to enjoy: campfires, obstructed views of a star-studded inky black sky, and deep reconnection to the wild. Sasab Camp, at least 3 days, they recommend that. Okay, so there's the camp. And then how about having breakfast with the giraffes in Nairobi? Giraffe Manor in the Karen suburb on the outskirts of Nairobi. Guests can enjoy the delightful company of the residents' Rothschild giraffes at the breakfast table. They recommend 2 days there. Okay. All right. Fun. Sky Safari Kenya Classic Ultimate African Adventure with Aluana Collection. Marvel at Amboseli's famed elephants under the majestic peak of Kilimanjaro. Relive the Hollywood romance of Meru and be awed by the finest wildlife viewing in the world in the Masai Mara. Tortillas Camp in Amboseli, Elsa's Kapachi in Meru. Again, I apologize for all that. And they recommend 6 days for that one, the ultimate African adventure. Okay. And then you have Alaro, by Hermes Retreat with Victoria Limited. Experience a private sanctuary indulgence sitting within 20,000 acres of wilderness. Alaro supports conservation efforts and surrounding local activities. You can stay at the Alaro Lodge or the Alaro Plains, and they recommend 3 days at that one. Okay. So again, good little itineraries for your clients. How about creating experience that change your clients and the community for the better through these enriching cultural encounters with friendly people and ancient tribes? Visitors can enjoy immersive experiences from learning from a Maasai warrior to discovering traditional art practices. Travelers will get the opportunity to learn about Kenya's different tribes and visit some of the county's most famous cultural sites. Distant relatives experience with Distant Relatives Lodge and Backpackers, Kenya Coast, perfect for adventures on a budget. Situated upon the waters of the serene Kilifi Creek, it is a mecca for environmental and socially conscious. Distant Relatives Eco Lodge and Backpackers, 2 days they recommend. Then connect with Kenya social good experiences by One Horizon. Connect with the local community and families and gain authentic insights into the Kenya culture that travelers rarely experience. Nairobi has diverse options from tented camps, luxury hotels, and city hotels. They recommend 1 to 5 days. And then remarkable Kenya with a humanitarian touch with Let's Go Travel. Will take travelers through sustainable tourism experiences where they will interact with the community on a one-on-one basis, whilst at the same time enjoying the amazing heartbeat of the African wildlife. You have the Eco Lodge and recommend 3 days. And then Western Kenya, 16th century dry stone walled complex is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and an exceptional testimony of settlement patterns and way of life of the early inhabitants of Nyanza. Various accommodation options are available in Migori and nearby cities. Half-day recommendation. Then you have Karen Blixen Museum with National Museums of Kenya. Museum was Baron Karen Blixen's former home. The author, poet, artist, and determined coffee farmer was made globally famous by the Oscar award-winning film Out of Africa. Nairobi has diverse options with tented camps, luxury hotels, and city hotels. And for a truly memorable experience for your client, why not try one of these? The Tamarind Dough Dining Experience by Tamarind Group. Enjoy a 4-course sumptuous meal on authentic ocean-worthy doughs that have been refurbished as floating restaurants retaining all the traditional aspects of the original Dao. Mombasa has a number of beach resorts and hotels to stay at, and they recommend spending 4 hours on the dinner. Okay, catching light and touching fire with Contengala glass, Nairobi. Contengala Hot Glass is a glass blowing company that creates original works which are 100% recycled and 100% Kenyan. Nairobi has diverse options, tented camps, luxury hotels, and city hotels, and they recommend 3 hours. Then the Warrior Academy, a bunch of kids would love that, right? With Saruni and the Saruni lodges. Travelers can spend a day with fearless Maasai and learn about their lives and traditions. This cultural journey into the world of Maasai is specifically designed for families and small groups. Saruni Mara, and they recommend 3 days. All right. Lots of activities, especially for adventures, right? All right, how about Pride Rock experience with Borana Lodge? Visitors are rewarded with sweeping panoramic views from Pride Rock, the famous landmark that inspired the visuals of the world famous Disney film, The Lion King. You can stay at the Borana Lodge, Gushi House, and Laragai House. 3 days they recommend going here. There we go, okay. Next lesson. All right, 8-day itinerary. So Big Cat Safari with game watchers. You have the Kenya Sky Safari Classic, a hela tour with the collection. Nairobi, the Contengala Hot Glass hela tour over Mount Kenya. Day 4, connect with Kenya, social good experiences with Horizon. Day 5, Karen Blixen Museum, Finch Hatton's Luxury in Savo West and Mombasa, and then the Tamarindo Experience. And then day 6, Nairobi, Lakapia Starbeds and Alara by Hermes Retreat, the Masai Mara Game Reserve, and then the last day, Nairobi Amboseli National Park, stand-up paddle with the dolphins and tribe water sports. All right, time for our quiz. Is everybody ready? Almost. Accommodation options, Nairobi, you have the tented camps, the Giraffe Manor, and the Safari Lodge. Central Kenya, you have Elsa's, Saloio, El Karama, Barano, the Rhino Camp, the Starbeds Eco Lodge, Lagishu, Laraga, and Savage Wilderness. That's Central Kenya, okay? Remember this because you may have a test question on it. Central Rift, you have Rift Valley and Rift Valley. That'll be easy to remember. Southern Kenya, you have Sarini, Sand River, Perini, Finch, Tortillas, Alaro Lodge, Alaro Plains, and homestays. And then Northern Kenya, you have Saruni, Rhino Camp, and Sasab Lodge. Kenya Coast, the Hemingway's Beach Resort in Watamu, the Tree House in Watamu, and Distant Relatives Eco Lodge. All right. Next, itineraries and accommodations. So we're on quiz already? I guess so. All right, what is a signature collection? You guys remember that?
Yeah, it's the
This one?
Yeah.
Whoop. All right. How long are the experiences in length?
number 4.
Yep. All right. How many experiences are there in the collection?
44.
I'm glad you paid attention. Finish the sentence. All signature experiences have undergone
number
a
1.
rigorous. Yeah.
Number 1.
All right. And you can find signature experiences all over Kenya.
Number 1.
Number 1, I'd say yes, right? No, it's no. You're saying number.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess
Yes.
my questions are different from yours.
Okay, so it's yes. Okay, perfect.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
yes.
so be careful, guys, because they switch your answers around, okay? All right. Who is the ideal customer for a signature experience? I would say anyone interested, right?
Right.
Okay. Can visitors find signature collection experiences for a variety of price ranges and suit all budgets?
Yes.
Well done. 7 out of 7. Did you guys all get your certificate? Ding, 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 ding. If not, let us know if you need help with the questions. Print your certificate and let's move on and get our final one, okay? Anybody need help with any of the questions? All right, signature experiences. Okay, we want to get all our certificates. All right, Maritza, ask which questions you need the help with.
Well, my laptop froze for a little bit, so I started late. And
Okay.
now it's popping up, so I didn't have the question for any of those.
Okay, just read it off and we'll tell you. Or if somebody had them, if you can do it.
The first one is, how long are the experience in land?
Can be like an hour, 2 days.
1 hour?
No, it should say, no, it should say like can go from 1 hour to days. It should be a variety.
Okay, the other one is, who is the ideal customer for signature experience?
Anyone interested in adventure. Or everyone interested in adventure.
How many experiences are there in collection?
44.
Right, okay. Can visitors find signature collection experience for a variety of
Yes.
price? Yes.
Yes.
What is a signature collection?
What is it? It's the adventures. Read it off. It's like the adventures.
A set of unique, authentic, and
That's it.
exceptional.
Yep.
That's one.
Yep.
Okay, this is a finished to center. All signature experience I have not being approved, but have good
The other
travelers.
one. Yeah.
Undergone a rigorous application
That one.
process. Okay.
Correct.
Okay. You can find signature experience all over Kenya.
Yes.
I did it. Okay.
Perfect.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. So this is Sustainable Kenya. Let's see where this is. All right. So this is about ecotourism. Okay. So let's get through this one really quick. Sustainable Kenya introduction. Kenya's rich and diverse destination, highly focused on sustainability. The sector is built around conservation of its natural and cultural resources while enhancing the visitor experience. Considerable efforts have been put in place by the government, private sector players, communities, and non-government organizations to conserve the biodiversity. The initiatives are numerous, including National Park Management System, establishment of conservancies, ban on single-use plastic, investment in green energy, adoption of eco-rating schemes, volunteerism, and events geared toward conservation efforts, which travelers can participate in to leave a positive impact wherever they visit. In this module, you'll learn about volunteerism, ecotourism, parks terrestrial, marine parks and reserves, forests, community reserves, conservancies, and orphanages. So national parks and marine life. In the national parks and marine marks, there is complete protection of natural resources, and the only activities allowed are tourism and research. While in the national reserves, human activities are allowed under special conditions. These activities could include fishing in marine reserves or firewood collection in land-based reserves. About 8% of Kenya's land is designated as protected area. Remember that 8%, okay, as protected area for wildlife conservation. This means that it's been officially designated either as a national park or a national reserve. These protected areas include forests, wetlands, savanna, marine areas, and both arid and semi-arid terrain. They comprise of 23 land-based national parks, 28 land-based national reserves, 4 marine national parks, 6 marine national reserves, and 6 national sanctuaries, ideal for rich wildlife, nature, and adventure. All right, next. So volunteerism. Recently, the accessibility of volunteering in Kenya has increased, with many smaller charities connecting volunteers with non-governmental organizations in Kenya, and conservancies and sanctuaries opening themselves to qualified, interested volunteers. Check the individual sanctuary and conservancy websites to look for volunteer opportunities. Tour operators have also increasingly been offering paid for volunteering opportunities, with such programs being included as a small component of a larger itinerary. There are impactful projects for people who want to experience Kenya while helping to sustain natural resources and conserve wildlife. So brush up on your Swahili and prepare for the experience of a lifetime as you search for the perfect volunteer trip to Kenya. That would be kind of fun, huh? Volunteer to help with the elephants. All right, ecotourism. Kenya's eco rating scheme, administered by Ecotourism Kenya, is recognized and listed by the Global Sustainable Tourism Criteria. Currently, there are over 40, okay, remember that, 40 gold eco-rated facilities. Gold is the highest level of eco rating certification awarded through EK's Eco Rating Certification Scheme, which has been running since 2005. These accommodation facilities have demonstrated exemplary innovation and investment in the application of tourism industry best practices in various areas, such as environmental management, community engagement, promoting local cultures, and sound business practice. Oops, are we already do a quiz? All right, who is volunteerism for? People want to experience while helping. People want to remain at home. Okay, so it's helping to sustain the eco-friendly. Okay, you guys got that? Who conducts volunteerism in Kenya? Is it conservancies, sanctuaries, and orphanages, government charities, tour operators, local communities? Which one is it? I thought it was this, but maybe it's this. Anybody know? Guess I'll try. Nope, it's not that one. I'm gonna reset so I can do it over. Come on, reset. Okay.
I think it was number 3, or now it's number the
Government charities or conservancies?
I think it was the government charities.
That's it. Thank you.
Mhm.
All right, people want to experience the Kenya. Again, guys, be careful because they switch it around. When has the eco rating certificate scheme been running? Wasn't it 2005? I think so. Yep, it was 2005. How many gold rated facilities are there? Wasn't it 40?
40.
Is it over 40? Let's try it again.
Over 40.
It's over 40. Okay. So you can reset and do it over, guys. All right, in 2005. All right, so yay. 4 out of 4. Did you guys get it? All right, continue. Continue course, okay. Come on. Is it spinning? There we go. All right. Now, terrestrial parks and reserves. Introduction to parks. The Kenya Wildlife Services is the organization mandated to conserve and manage Kenya's wildlife for Kenyans and visitors alike. About 8% of Kenya's land is designated as protected area for wildlife conservation. This means that it has been officially designated either as a national park or national reserve. In Kenya, these protected areas include forest, wetlands, savanna, marine areas, both arid and arid. They comprise of 23 land-based national parks, 28 based national reserves, 4 marine national parks, 6 marine national reserves, and 6 national sanctuaries, ideal for rich wildlife, nature, and adventure experiences across the country. The national parks, there is a complete protection of natural resources, and the only activities allowed are tourism and research, while in the national reserves, human activities are allowed under specific conditions, fishing in the marine and firewood collection. It's also important that much of Kenya's wildlife lives outside protected areas, as in Kenya, there are no fences, so animals move in and out of the areas in search of food and water. On such occasion, they can interact with people on private and community land, which can cause human-wildlife conflict, requiring the KWS embrace a strategic partnership with communities living in the wildlife area. Wow, look at that. That would be so beautiful to see. All right. All right, the overall goal in establishing and managing protected areas is to maintain and develop Kenya's natural wildlife resources for the benefit and enjoyment of present and future generations of Kenya's visitors. By observing simple park rules and regulations, visitors can be assured of security during their visit or stay in the parks and reserves. A unique initiative of KWS that is particularly helpful to travel agents is the KWS Park Brand Program. Began in 2005. It created a unique identity for each park with descriptive taglines. The following parks have been branded by KWS through this program to date. All right, next lesson. Top recommended parks. Okay, so you have Amboseli National Park, Kilimanjaro Royal Court. Perfect for the typical wildlife safari located in southern Kenya. The big game and great scenic beauty where the landscape is dominated by Mount Kilimanjaro. Water springs associated with Mount Kilimanjaro give rise to several swamps in the park. Example, Enkong Narak Swamp and other permanent swamps, which are critical to wildlife in the Amboseli ecosystem. The authentic and rich Maasai culture is also a great attraction for visitors. What can you see there? Large herds, as many as 50 elephants up close. Other species include hippos, buffalo, giraffe, lions, and leopards. A variety of waterfowls include pelicans and the Egyptian goose. Then you have Tsavo West National Park, land of lava. Spring and man-eaters. The spectacular Mzima Springs is an impressive sight of 1 million gallons of crystal clear water gushing out of the underparched lava rocks, forming the most welcoming and lovely scenes from Africa's rolling jungle. Painted on a sprawling canvas of endless skies, emerald hills, liquid lava flows, palm-fringed rivers, teeming wildlife, and sparkling oasis set against that impressive backdrop of mile upon mile of cloud-shadowed African savanna. Tsavo West National Park is the second largest protected area in Kenya, located in southern Kenya, and is famous for the man-eater lions, who to this date carry a bizarre history long after they terrorized and maimed and killed construction workers of the Kenya-Uganda Railway in 1898. Attractions include Lake Jaip, Ngulia Rhino Sanctuary, big game, cave exploration, over 600 bird species, and over 100 plant species. And then Tsavo East National Park, Theater of the Wild. Tsavo East lies to the east of the Nairobi-Mombasa Highway and offers a vast and untapped arena of arid bush, which is washed by the azure and emerald meanderings of the Galana River. Guarded by the limitless lava reaches of the Yada Plateau, lava plateau, the longest lava flow in the world and patrolled by some of the largest elephant herds in Kenya. The park forms the largest protected area in Kenya. What can you see there? Vast herds of dust red elephant, rhino, buffalo, lion, leopard, hippo, crocodile, water bucks, lesser kudu, garunuk, and horola. Oh, wow. The park is also an ornithological paradise that attracts migrating birds from all over the world. The prolific bird life features 500 recorded species. Aberdaris National Park, majestic peaks. The Aberdaris are an isolated volcanic range that forms the eastern wall of the Rift Valley. This beautiful scenic region is much cooler than the savannas, with its mountainous terrain covered in thick tropical forests swathed in mist. What can you see and do there? Rare animals, black rhino, black serval, black leopard, seldom seen, and the eastern bongo, a huge forest antelope. Also, elephants, buffaloes, giraffes, blue and Columbus monkey, leopard, lion, warthog, giant forest hog, bush buck, red duiker, Sunni red buck, and eland. Wow. Visitors can enjoy hiking, trout fishing, game viewing at the water holes from the comfort of the treetops and the Ark lodges. The Karoo Falls, which drops an impressive 300 meters. Garoo Falls, which torrent from the opposite side of the same gorge. The sheer drop of the Chania Falls and the enchanting Magura Falls, which cascade across the yawning mouth of the Queen's Cave. All right, did you know the park is particularly famous as this is the place where Princess Elizabeth found out that she was queen upon the death of her father at Treetops Lodge. Ruma National Park, dramatic valley of the Rowan antelope or ribi. Being Kenya's last remaining sanctuary for the endangered rowan antelope, Ruma National Park lies on the flat floor of the seasonal watered Lambai River Valley, the mosaic of landscapes that range from riverine woodland to the dramatically rolling savanna to the magnificent escarpments and towering cliffs. What can you see there? Scenic views, peace, and tranquility coupled with the great wilderness appeal. Ruma is a great destination to see the endangered blue swallow. Other wildlife species include Rothschild's giraffe, rare rowan antelope, serval cats, honey badgers, topi, Burchell's zebra, black rhino, Jackson and Llewellyn hartebeest, bohor, reedbuck, leopard, buffalo, and the spotted hyena. And then you have Nairobi National Park, the world's only wildlife capital. Beyond the towering skyscrapers lies a haven of peace and tranquility, the world's only wildlife capital that plays host to a wide variety of wildlife, bird life, and best scenic views from the park and beyond. The park is a popular outing space for families, couples, and organized groups. What can you see and do there? Well, you have giraffe, leopard, zebra, buffalo, antelope, lion, black and white rhino. The park is a thriving rhino sanctuary and is one of Kenya's most successful rhino sanctuaries. Park's exceptional wildlife, bird life records a remarkable over 400 species. Endless activity options that visitors can indulge in include scenic and game viewing, picnicking, bird watching, team building, hire of VIP tour van, and visit to the Nairobi Safari Walk and the Nairobi Animal Orphanage. And then the Oldonyo Sabuk National Park, ultimate panoramic experience. So this is the Oldonyo Sabuk, basically densely forested montane forest known to the local Kabuyu community as the Mountain of the Buffalo and to the Maasai community as the Big Mountain. The park can be indistinctively visible from Nairobi and particularly attracts day trippers, hikers, or group of friends and families yearning for some bit of exercise out of their normal routine and confinement. The mountain summit also offers visitors beautiful scenic views of Mount Kenya and Mount Kilimanjaro. What can you see there? Buffaloes are the dominant animals in the ecosystem. Other wildlife species include hushbucks, leopards, olive baboons, aardvarks, porcupines, mongoose, pythons, and monitor lizard. Fun fact, the national park was once an expansive farm and home to William McMillan, a game hunter from America, who visited and decided to settle in Kenya in 1901. On different occasions, he hosted explorer and former American President Theodore Roosevelt and British Prime Minister Sir Winston Churchill. The renowned world leaders were on game hunting trips in Kenya. Mount Elgon National Park, untamed wilderness, secluded splendor. Towering above 4187 meters high, covered in mist and drizzle, Mount Elgon is soaring volcanic giant located in Western Kenya. The mountain is made up of a number of zones, including thick and evergreen on the floor, mixed bamboo and podocarpus. The health zone is characterized by dense scrub and wildflowers. The alpine moorland zone boasts of the highest number of endemic plant species on the mountain, while the open moorland grassland is dotted with clusters of giant groundsel and lobelia plants that are unique to East Africa. What can you see and do there? Salt mining elephants at a Kidum Cave, dubbed the troglodyte tuskers, stream down to the cave to dig out salt elements from the ground. Cave exploration and excursions in the bat-infested caves, thank you, Deborah, are common with the outdoor junkies that love the thrill of being in the wilderness. A hike up is refreshing and the views breathtaking. And then Meru National Park, complete wilderness, remote, rugged, and prominently unspoilt. Meru National Park sits on an 870 square kilometer area. And then what can you see there? Elephants, gravy, zebras, lions, cheetahs, leopards, black rhino, hartebeest, hippos, buffaloes, and the reticulated giraffe, among others. Visitors can enjoy game viewing, camping, picnicking, hiking, and swimming near Kina cottages. Visitors can savor the rich culture of the Amaru and Barana communities in the cultural villages. Other attractions include the Tana River, Nyambene Hills Ranges, Adamson's Falls and Rapids, Elsa's Grave, Pippa's Grave, Marayami Mao Post Office, Mount Kenya, the Equator, wow, Inselbergs, Kapas, Swamps, and Natural Springs. Wow. Did you know Meru National Park prides herself in the history of the coming together of Joy Adamson's book, Born Free? Script based itself on the Adamsons' life and research of lions and cheetahs. George and Joy Adamson are best known through the movie Born Free and a bestseller book with the same title, based on a true story of Elsa the lioness, an orphan lioness cub they had raised and later released into the wild. Hell's Gate National Park, a walk on the wild side, lying about 100 kilometers northwest of Nairobi. Excellent road network from Kenya's capital makes it a good out-of-town adventure, tucked deep into the floor of the Great Rift Valley, standing between above 1560 to less than 2187 meters above sea level, located in Naivasha's dusty town. Hell's Gate North Park provides the ideal fun in the wild experience across all markets and ages. What can you see there? Panoramic picnic sites, spectacular scenic views, abundant flora and fauna, towering cliffs, water gouged gorges, rock towers, geothermal streams from Alkaria Geothermal Power Station located inside the park. Southwest of Naivasha, the park is a bundle of fun waiting to be explored. Nature trails, picnic sites, and 2 circuit loops around the park offer a variety of scenic beauty and wildlife viewing opportunities. The park allows walking and cycling activities, birding, rock climbing at the 25-meter Fisher's Tower. The rock offers a great climbing experience. And then you have Mount Longonot National Park Sheer Adventure, derived from the Maasai word meaning mountains of many spurs and ridges. Mount Loganat and Park covers an area of 52 square kilometers. A young volcano rises to about 2,776 meters above sea level. Due to the nature of the terrain, Mount Loganat has no roads and visitors hike to the top and rim of the crater. The extinct volcano and crater forest and the serene scenic landscape with views of Lake Nabasha and the Great Rift Valley are most definitely one of the great visitor pullers to the destination. What can you see there? Wildlife attractions at Mount Loganat include buffaloes, elands, lion, leopard, bush bucks, common zebra, giraffes, and Grant's gazelles. The park is also a paradise of birds of prey. And then you have Nadir Island National Park, island of serenity and beauty. Meeting place is the local Luo language. The local community surrounded the park called the island Chula Rabur. Chula Island, Rabur, red, thus Red Island. The Thamida grass species whose mature flowers turn reddish in color virtually cover the island and thus the Red Island. What can you see there? This park was largely established to provide refuge for a small population of impalas. Other species found here include the African fish eagles, swifts, hippopotamus, and Nile crocodiles. Other than hiking, boating, game viewing, visitors can also enjoy team building, sport fishing with the local fishing community, and birding escapades, as the diversity of insects, singing, and wader birds is massive. Shimba Hills National Reserve, paradise of the sable antelope. Beyond the serene sandy beaches of Mombasa, elephants and sable antelopes leisurely patrol the gently rolling and one of the largest coastal rainforests of Shimba Hills National Reserve in Quail County. This reserve has the last breeding herd of the rare sable antelope in Kenya. Vanishing rainforest antelopes are on the priority list of nationally endangered species in Kenya. We are keen on seeing that a national conservation strategy is developed to guide all efforts to conserve the species for posterity. Sable antelopes are highly matriarchal in their social structure and congregate in herds of 15 to 20 individuals, and the most dominant female in the herd becomes their leader. What can you do there? Immerse your senses in the quiet of the nature as you flex your muscles hiking on the trails of the nature on the hills of Shimba. Enjoy camping under a starry wild night and picnicking if you want to be in the park for just a day trip. And then Mount Kenya National Park, come touch the sky. Mount Kenya is the second highest peak in Africa and is an ancient extinct volcano. There are 12 remnant glaciers on the mountain and 4 secondary peaks that sit at the head of the U-shaped glacial valleys. With its rugged glacier-clad summits and forested middle slopes, Mount Kenya is one of the most impressive landscapes in East Africa. The park is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are about 20 glacial tarns, which are small lakes of varying sizes, and numerous glacial moraine features between 3,950 meters and 4,800 meters. The highest peaks are Batian, 5,199 meters, and Nelion, 5,188. What can you see there? Wildlife includes elephants, tree hyrax, white-tailed mongoose, Sunni, black-fronted duiker, mole rat, bush bucks, water buck, elands. Animals rarely seen include leopard, bongo, giant forest hog, and then over 130 bird species have been recorded. All right, quiz time. Which 2 activities are allowed to take place in a national park?
Tourism and research.
Firewood and research. Nope, it was fish.
No, it's tourism and research.
Yeah, it was, hold on, let me reset.
2005.
Hold on. Come on, I want to reset. Let me reset. Oh, I must answer 2 before it comes. Okay. All right, 2005. What was it? Firewood,
The last one.
tourism and research. There we
Yeah.
go. Well done. All right, you guys got that? Tourism and research. All right, below is the current selection. Hold on, let me let him know. Do, 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 do. Can you please let Coda in? Okay, sorry. All right, so below is the current selection of interactive magical Kenya travel specialist courses that were available, plus a preview. Okay, so continue course. All right, marine reserves. Okay, let's start this one, and parks. All right. Kenya boasts a experiential coastline with diverse activities to the experiences on land, on and under the warm waters of the Indian Ocean. This is made possible by the marine protected areas that have been established by the government and managed by the Kenya Wildlife Service. Oh, look at them. Beautiful. All right, that was a quick one. Next. All right, Watamu Marine Park and Reserve, Haven of the Green Turtle. Watamu Marine Park is located in Watamu, resort destination north of Mombasa that is ideal for marine ecology. Green turtles, unique coral gardens, the Gede ruins, the Watamu Marine National Park and Reserve has it all. The park is part of a complex of marine and tidal habitats along the Kenya's north coast with rich and diverse marine species and bird life. Attractions and surprises. The park is well known for dolphin watching, green turtles, snorkeling, water sports, picnics in the magical islands, rich and diverse bird life. You can do bird watching in the Maida Creek, kayaking, dhow, sundowners, and sailing. Park has unique attractions of whale shark and killer whales migrations that are rarely spotted along the marine protected area. These include community eco restaurants offering rich local food, ruins of Karepa Island, Giriama culture, traditional canoe tours, barbecue dinners in the Mita Creek, slave caves of Mita, Kadaina Island, Wata tribe, and Maida Creek, their traditional way of life. Kiunga Marine National Reserve, an enchanted underwater world. Magical marine protected area located in the Lamu archipelago, covering 270 kilometers. The pristine ecosystem incorporates a chain of about 50 calcareous offshore islands and coral reefs in the Lamu archipelago. Visitors can view the teeming sea life in the coral reefs, seagrass, and extensive mangrove forests, which are a refuge for sea turtles and dugongs. The reserve provides ideal opportunities for windsurfing, diving, snorkeling, and water skiing, and sunbathing. The attractions contain a huge diversity of seascape, mudflats, landscapes, lagoons, sand islands, fringing reef islands, seagrass beds, coral reefs, biggest mangroves in Kenya, growing over 30 meters in height. The reserve is well known for the rare and endangered dugong seen grazing peacefully in the seagrass areas. Dolphins and whales are some of the marine mammals found in the reserve. Less known attraction due to diverse marine resources, ideal as a research and educational hub, it has a resource center and bandas for accommodation. And then hundreds of visitors attending the annual Lamu Cultural Festival can visit the park for as part of their itinerary. Kasiti Mampogita Marine Park. Wow. Home of the dolphin and coconut crab. The Marine Park and Reserve is located in Kenya's south coast. The Marine Park and Reserve was established in 1973 and gazetted in 1978, mainly to protect the scenic islands and special habitats. This section of the Indian Ocean encompasses 4 small arid coral islands, each with considerable areas of fringing reefs. Kasiti Island features an exposed sandbar, and the surrounding pellucid waters offer ideal site for snorkeling. This region harbors highly significant marine biodiversity, including 64 genera of coral, 10 species of mangroves, and 12 species of seagrass. The islands are known for the support, an important population of coconut crabs, nesting sites, African fish, eagles, and its surrounding waters are frequently visited by bottlenose and humpback dolphins, as well as hawksbill and green turtles that feed on seagrass and algae. And then the attractions, one of the most rewarding snorkeling locations at Kenya coast. Visitors can also enjoy bird watching, diving, and of course, sunbathing. Park has seasonal migration of humpback whale between the Antarctic and the coast of Africa. The park is well known for its large number of different species of dolphins, such as bottlenose and humpback dolphins, as well as hawksbill and green turtles. Coastal birds, including more than 450 species in Kenya, including 71 species of threatened birds. Kenyan coast provides a number of habitats for migrating and local birds. The island is critical habitats for the endangered coconut crab, world's largest land crab, closely related to the hermit crabs. It spends 2 of 3 weeks of its life as plankton and then transforms into a juvenile. Amazing stories. Shimoni slave caves. The Shimoni caves are an interesting historical site. The caves were formed millions of years ago under the sea by coral polyps. Traditionally, they were used over the centuries by local people as shrines and as hiding places during battles with inland tribes during the infamous slave trade years of the 18th, 19th century. Wasini Island community. They speak a dialect called Kavumba. In 1993 and 4, a women's group started first with the realization that need to elevate their lifestyle and went to work, initially selling baskets, mats, and trading tea and other household items. The Coral Garden Boardwalk was constructed. The income bank is reallocated to mostly school fees for the children. Along the boardwalk is a fossilized coral garden. And then Malindi Marine Park, Africa's oldest marine park, Magic Island zebrafish. Malindi Marine National Park and Reserve was first marine protected areas to be established in Kenya in 1968, was designated as a biosphere reserve under the Man and Biosphere Program of UNESCO in 1979. The park is located south of Malindi town from the famous Vasco da Gama pillar. Attractions, swimming in the crystal clear waters of the Indian Ocean. Visitors can enjoy recreation activities, glass bottom boat rides and tours, bird watching, scuba diving, beach walking, reef walks, island barbecues, weddings, various water sports, jet skiing, and famous Sardinia Magical Island. Less known attractions, Resource Center with a conference hall for a capacity of 50 people with audiovisual equipment is available. An educational facility with colorful and informative posters on display for visitors, free access. New experiences, evening diving. This activity offers a unique experience for travelers for a macro photography and filming of marine life. Sleeping turtles, parrotfish, Spanish dancers are commonly encountered during the dive. Amazing stories on the leeward side of the North Reef, which has a low coral cover with large schools of barracuda and the occasional reef shark commonly encountered, as well as large rays that feed on the bottom. Other natural and historical attractions as you visit sites, mangrove forest and Vasco da Gama pillar. The Malindi nightlife is also great puller of adventures to the coastal town. Mombasa Marine National Park, allure of Kenya's coast. Mombasa Marine National Park, warm azure ocean, swaying coconut palms on white sandy beaches are to be found in the Mombasa Marine National Park and Reserve. The park lies between the Wapa and Tudor Creeks. Blue waters are ideal for windsurfing, water skiing, snorkeling, and diving. They also provide a home to a colorful variety of marine species, including crabs, starfish, stonefish, cucumbers, sea urchins, corals, turtles, seagrasses, and interesting migratory birds, including crab plovers. Mombasa Marine Park and Reserve was established as a marine park in 1986 and encloses part of the lagoon, back reef, and reef crest habitats of the Bambara Nyali fringing reef. The marine park is characterized by warm subtropical conditions, varying the surface between 25 degrees centigrade and 31 degrees centigrade during the year. Stable salinity regimes, whatever, and moderate nutrient levels. Wow, this is a long one, guys. Well-known attractions. The reef attracts an incredible range of fish, most of which are almost iridescent in color and fantastically marked. Look out for the celestial blue and jade green parrotfish, striped zebrafish, multicolored angelfish, and the soup plate-sized butterfly fish. Clouds of tiny damselfish also often hover above the branching coral, and under deep ledges, you may catch a glimpse of the magnificent lionfish, which is sharp spikes. A sting from that fish can be very painful and poisonous. Other species include young sharks, rays, turtle, and starfish found within the reef. Less known attractions. As a point of interest, the greatest amount of marine life comes out of 2 hours either side of low tide. That is the best recommended time to go snorkeling over the reef. The reef walk is a major activity, and reef weddings can be done at the Paradise Reef during low tides. And then new experiences during low tides. The Paradise Reef can be ideal place for occasions such as weddings, anniversaries, and other events. Visitors to the marine parks can get an opportunity to visit the nearby attractions such as Fort Jesus, a UNESCO World Heritage Site, and Mijwakale Old Town, where you can experience the Swahili culture, among others. So again, send people there to have their wedding on the reef. So we're losing people, so we'll probably end after this particular one. But how many islands make up the Kiunga Marine National Reserve?
I think 50.
That is correct. Thank you so much. What is the name of the UNESCO site of Mombasa? Wasn't that Fort Jesus?
Yep.
That's correct. What is the name of the Africa's oldest marine park?
Malindi.
Malindi. All right, thank you. When was Mombasa Park and Reserve established as a marine park?
1986.
1986?
Yeah, 86.
Thank you. All right. How big can the mangroves in Kiunga Marine National Reserve grow to?
30 meters.
Glad you're paying attention. Yay. How many marine national parks are there in Kenya? Is it 6?
That's the one. I think 6.
Yep, it's probably 8.
Or no, it was 4. 4. It was 4.
It was 4? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So congratulations, guys. Did you guys all pass? All right, Malindi and 4 and 1986. And what was this one?
50.
Ding, ding, ding. Yay. And now we move on. All right, guys, almost done with this course, and then we'll have to put it off again to finish. This is a long one, but just wait till you get your certificate. You tell everybody, look, I did it. And next weekend's 4th of July weekend, so we probably won't do it next Sunday, but unless you guys want it, you tell me, because there's only us doing it. So it's up to you guys. We can either do it next Sunday, which is the 3rd, or the 10th. So let me know, because I'm going to be doing the calendar today. All right, introduction to forests. All right, so Kenya boasts of thousands of endemic and exotic tree species, which grow and make home to thousands of species of mammals and birds and herbivores. Some of the popular forests for birding and wildlife, as well as walking, hiking, trekking, include Mount Kenya Forest, Aberdares Forest, Kayara Forest, Arabuka, Soroka Forest Reserve, and Kakamega Forest. Some of the popular forests for birding and wildlife, as well as for walking, hiking, trekking, included are Mount Kenya Forest, Aberdares, and so on. Okay, so again, beautiful forest. Look at that. Okay, next. Thank you, Christine. I appreciate that. All right, popular forest birding as well as walking, hiking. All right, so Mount Kenya Forest Africa's second highest peak is regarded as the realm of Nagai, god of the local Kiui people. The mountain itself is an awe-inspiring sight with its ragged peaks and equatorial, never mind, snow. Mount Kenya is surrounded by a belt of verdant forest that is an equally fascinating destination. Traditionally, all homes were built to face the sacred peak. They call it Kirinyaga, or place of light. With the 5199-meter summit is a difficult technical climb. The lesser peak of Point Lanana can be easily reached by any fit tracker. The trek takes about 3 to 5 days through a fascinating world of forest, wildlife, and unique montane vegetation, including podocarpus and groundsel. And finally, one of the world's rarest sights, the equatorial snow. For those who don't want to climb the mountain, the cool highlands that surround its base are well worth a visit. The forests are ideal for game viewing, and there are crystal clear mountain streams and lakes that are perfect place for trout fishing. All right, then you have, oops, sorry, let me get down here, move her down. All right, why is it, can't read it, reaching, I can't read. The massive range is well known for its thick, salient, prolific game. At night, the forest, sorry, I don't know why it's doing that. All right, at night, the Aberdaris is unforgettable. Oh no, here. At night, the forest comes alive. The cries of hyrax and the distinctive rasping growl of leopard echoing among the trees. The Aberdaris has 2 tree hotels, unique safari lodges set high in the canopy above water holes and natural salt licks. A night in the Aberdaris is unforgettable. Elephant herds surround the water holes, drink, and then fade away into the forest. Buffalo bulls fight over territory in spectacular battles. Sleek Jeanette cats descend from the trees, slip through the halls of the lodge. Occasionally, a rhino or the exclusive bongo antelope appear and visit the waterhole. The Aberdaris can also be explored by vehicle or on foot. There are trekking trails throughout the forest and across the moorlands. A few days spent here is one of Kenya's best forest treks. The foothills of the Aberdaris are ideal for exploring on horseback and crystal clear mountain streams that abound with trout. The Aberdaris are a great place for waterfalls. There are a series of spectacular falls along the range, and at Nairuru, Thompson Falls have become a popular rest stop for travelers. There are good roads within the park through 4-wheel drive vehicle is needed during the rainy season. The lodges and hotels here organize game drives, and there are hiking trails through the Aberdaris. A ranger guide is compulsory. Okay, Arubuku Soko Forest. North of Mombasa is the coastal forest of Arubuku Sokoko. This fascinating forest wilderness is nestled beside the beaches of Watamu, just minutes of the waters of the Indian Ocean. But enter the forest, discover a world apart from the beaches and reefs in this 400 square kilometer reserve. There is an untold wealth of natural beauty. About Arubuku Soko Forest, the beaches of Watamu, just minutes from the waters of the Indian Ocean. But enter the forest, discover a world apart from beaches and reefs. In this 400 reserve, there's untold natural beauty. The air is filled with butterflies and birds, the trees alive with monkeys, and the forest floor home to many small mammals. The forest stretches to the headquarters of the mighty Sabaki River, and occasional herds of elephants pass through the forest en route to the river. The rich forest once hid another secret. The 13th century Swahili town, Gedi, thrived here for hundreds of years, hidden away from Portuguese invaders and the influence of the outside world. The town was eventually deserted, and today the ruins of Gedi, lying among the trees and twisted vines of the forest, are a haunting reminder of the past. Kakamega Forest. The sheer abundance of bird life here is overwhelming. Important primate reserves, and the forest is full of monkeys of many species. Beautiful chameleons are often seen in the undergrowth. At night, the forest is a different world. The air filled with bats and ringing with the sounds of frogs, night birds, and the booming call of the giant forest squirrel. Despite its easy accessibility, Kakamega is a quiet haven for nature lovers, perfect place to relax for a few days. The forest has many walking trails and plenty of very good guides available. Test time, test time. All right, Mount Kenya is regarded as the realm of God belonging to the local Kiui people. Which God is it?
The first one.
The guide. Very good. How many square kilometers does the Abuko forest cover?
The last one.
Very good. What is the highest altitude of the Abaderas?
This is the one that messed me up. I think it's 4,000.
That's what I thought. Just over. Yay, it's just over, guys. All right. We're almost done with this. This is a long one, huh? All right. 30% more. We got it. We got it. Okay, let's do it. Conservancies. All right, introduction. Kenya's population skyrocketed over the last century since 1928. Population of 2.9 million has ballooned to more than 50 million today. Wow. With the population projected to hit 77 million by 2030. Rapid growth has meant that Kenya has created projects aimed at protecting the wildlife, preserving habitats, and improve livelihoods. Habitat fragmentation continues to be a threat to many species in Kenya, but they are ongoing projects in Kenya that are designed to protect wildlife, preserve habitat, and improve livelihoods. About conservancies, were created to foster coexistence between wildlife and livestock of communities living near tourist areas. The idea is that if local communities are directly involved, then the effort will be more sustainable. Conservancies can be privately funded or government funded. Most include lodges and camps that offer exclusive access to safari activities. These accommodations generate revenue, which is used towards community development projects in the fields of education, medicine, and microfinancing. Here's where the conservancies model comes in. Conservancies were created in Kenya to foster coexistence between wildlife and livestock of communities living near tourist areas. The idea is that if local communities are directly involved, then the effort will be more sustainable. Conservancies can be privately funded or government funded, and most include lodges and camps that offer exclusive access to safari activities. These accommodations generate revenue, and landowners subsequently receive money from leasing their land. Typically, some of the money is used towards community development projects in the fields of education, medicine, microfinancing. In terms of the safari experience, visitors generally receive a more personalized experience at a conservancy. So how does this help your client? Well, visitors generally receive a more personalized experience at a conservancy. They can see some of the most endangered species in Kenya up close and utilize the services of expert guides. Conservancy safari usually includes visits to the community projects that the conservancy is involved in, allowing tourists to interact with locals. And then I don't know why it doesn't show the top of this. I don't know if yours does, but our government-owned conservancy land is owned and managed by resident community, and the resulting benefits are directly accrued by the communities. Today, there are over 160 established conservancies offering your clients diversity, privacy, and memories that will last a lifetime. Why are they special? Unexpectedly, an endemic and endangered species of iconic African wildlife are in conservancies, which create a safe haven for these species at risk of extinction. You will find the world's most endangered antelope, the Horola, Grevy's zebra, wild dog, 3 species of giraffe, white and black rhinos, elephant, lions, cheetah, among others in community managed sanctuaries. 90% of the global population of Grevy's zebra and Horola, 72% of white rhino, and 40% of black rhino national population are in conservancies. A wild array of Africans endangered wildlife such as elephant, lions, wild dog, giraffe, and many more are ready for your camera click. All right, did you know that over 65% of Kenya's wildlife occurs in private and community areas, mainly in conservancies? Conservancies encompass over 22% of Kenya's large mammal population compared to 38% in parks and reserves and 18 of the top 20 highest biodiverse areas in conservancies. You have 140 exceptional and award-winning tourism eco-facilities. Currently, there are 140 exceptional and award-winning tourism eco-facilities in 69 of the over 160 conservancies with a combined bed capacity of 2,500 beds. This provides a variety of places for you to experience a breathtaking landscape and interact with the age-old culture. A stay at the conservancy further contributes to improving the lives of the indigenous and local communities, providing them with an alternative source of income. Over 60% of the income from conservancies goes towards the land lease fees or is invested in priority community projects designed to improve access to mainly health, water, and education. Conservancies further create job opportunities in such marginalized areas where jobs are scarce. Poverty is above national average. Hey, can you put the labels on the other containers? And I'll be out in a little bit. Okay. All right. So why stay at a tourism eco facility? Okay. A stay at the conservancy further contributes to improving the lives of the indigenous and local communities, providing them with an alternative source of income. Over 60% of the income from conservancies going towards land lease fees or is invested in priority community projects designed to improve access to mainly health, water, and education. Conservancies further create job opportunities in such marginalized areas where jobs are scarce and poverty is above national average. Okay. Sorry. All right, what's in it for your clients? Okay, so your client's visit will have a low footprint in the uniquely designed, low volume, mostly eco-rated eco camps. By observing the conservancy regulations, their impact on the land is minimized, and the safari has directly contributed to conserving the land through concessions and lease fees. Preventing potential subdivision and conversion of land to wildlife, conversion incompatible land uses. Unforgettable conservancy experiences. Conservancy rules allow managed access to ensure close interaction and get best photos without damaging the environment. The day or night drives, nature walks, bush meals, bicycle or motorcycle rides, horse or camel riding, community project visits, cultural centers, and the culinary and friendship atmosphere ensures a visit is both rewarding and life-changing. Additionally, conservancies based sports is a growing area to look out for. Marathons on wildlife dotted plains and adrenaline charged conservation events can form part of your safari itinerary. The different conservancies in Kenya. Lua Wildlife, located at the foot of Mount Kenya and just 50-minute flight from Nairobi, Lua is known for its conservancy on black rhinos. Lua is also only conservancy in Kenya that has been inscribed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Okay, so Lua is a World Heritage Site. And wildlife to see there is the black rhinos, the white rhinos, the grevy's zebra, largest population of this species in the world, and the big five. Okay, so that's one of the ones that you want to see them all. Alpejeta is located in Laikipia between the foothills of the Aberdares and Mount Kenya, proceeds from tourism activities and donations for the 90,000-acre conservancy go towards sustaining its conservation activities as well as funding projects that benefit local communities. Alpejeta boasts the largest black rhino sanctuary in East Africa. The Sweet Waters Chimpanzee sanctuary is also here, providing a haven for orphaned, abandoned, and rescued chimpanzees. So you'll get to see the chimpanzees, only place in Kenya to see these apes, black rhinos, the big five, endangered African wild dog, oryx, and Gravy's zebras. Then you have Old Kenya Conservancy, 18,300 acre conservancy, is in the Serengeti Mara ecosystem, belongs to the Maasai community, which set it aside for the purposes of the wildlife conservation. Conservation is best known as the space of untouched wilderness with open savanna, rolling hills, springs, streams, and rivers. The local Maasai, quite possibly the best guides in Kenya, offer morning, evening, and nighttime game drives, as well as escorted walks within the conservancy, and sundowners served at scenic points throughout. You'll get to see lions, leopards, cheetahs, giraffe, buffalo, and elephants. And then Selenke Conservancy, just north of the Mbasali National Park, the 15,000 acre Selenke's Conservancy has been established on lands leased from the local Maasai to encourage wildlife conservation as an alternative to farming. Selenke's remote location allows local wildlife to roam freely away from crowds of tourist vehicles. The Conservancy offers morning, evening, nighttime game drives, escorted walks with the Maasai, the down and sundowners at various points throughout. There is also an opportunity to visit a local Maasai village. Wildlife to see: Thompson and Grant's gazelles, lions, cheetahs, leopards, and yellow baboons. How about Mount Kenya Wildlife Conservancy? Founded in 1960 at the foot of Mount Kenya by the late Hollywood actor William Holden and the television personality Don Hunt, rescues and rehabilitates all wildlife that need help or have been injured. Its success with the bongo is such that there are plans to release some of the captivate bred antelope into the Mount Kenya forest to bolster the current population of approximately 70. As at the David Shedrick Wildlife Trust, visitors to the Mount Kenya Wildlife Conservancy are given the opportunity to adopt a young animal and watch it develop before it is reintroduced into the bush. Wildlife to see is the mountain bongo, endangered Kenya antelope species. You can also do golfing, tennis, lawn bowling, sport fishing, fly fishing, gliding in mountain streams, hiking, and climbing. And then Mara Nabosha Conservancy, located northeast of the Masai Mara National Preserve, away from the tourist crowds, is the private 15,000 acre Mara Nabosha Conservancy. Comprised of land contributions from 500 Maasai landowners, Mara Nabosha channels much of the fee for staying here back to the local Maasai community. The nonprofit Basecamp Foundation Kenya runs several community empowerment projects at the Conservancy, including training locals as guides, supporting local schools, improving access to healthcare and clean water, and empowering women. Visitors here have the opportunity to visit traditional Maasai manyadas and to experience a deeper connection with the community. The Conservancy strictly monitors the number of tourists who enter, reducing human impact on the environment and wildlife. You'll get to see big cats, elephants, giraffes, wild beasts, rare species, including aardvark, carousel, serval cats, aardworld, and ratal. Unique bird species, white-headed buffalo wavers, and pygmy falcons. And then Giraffe Manor. I want to do this. Set within 140 acres of indigenous forest and playing host to resident herd of Rothschilds. Sorry, I want to take a picture of this so I can send my kids. They can send me on my birthday. Okay. Giraffe Manor offers an experience incomparable to any other. The building dates to the 1930s and is designed after a Scottish hunting lodge, creating a charming yet opulent hideaway where animal lovers will cherish interacting with the giraffes and exploring the forest. The ethos of Giraffe Manor is to be low impact, community conservation oriented, and to have a significant positive influence on people and the surrounding environment. You get to see the giraffes visible at the breakfast table or even your bedroom window. forest walks, exploring the bird species, rare animals, David Sheldricky Wildlife Trust, and the Karen Blixen's Museum. And then you have the Ishakimini Horola Conservancy, critically endangered antelope species Horola, which is found on the border between Kenya and Somalia, was central to the formation of approximately 30 square mile Ishakaina Horola Conservancy in Garissa County along the eastern bank of the Tana River. Despite its small size, the conservancy is a refuge and breeding ground for the Horola and with the Arawal National Reserve. It forms a major part of the endemic species habitat. You'll get to see albino giraffes. The giraffe is in this park is the only world's known white giraffe. That'd be cool, right? Critically endangered antelope species Horola. And then Alari Motaraji Conservancy. All right, Alari is a partnership between 277 landowners and 5 tourism companies. That's a big one, right? Include Perini, Bush Camp, Mara, etc. The conservancy is managed by Opercal Limited, a not-for-profit company, along with representatives from the Alarm Matoriagui Trust. Management has a policy of employing from its landowner community wherever, maximizing the benefits derived from conservation tourism. Wildlife to see here is lions, highest density of lions per square mile in Africa, big cats, wildebeest, and raptors, 50 different species. All right, guys, we're almost done. We're almost done. What percentage of global population of white rhinos are in conservancies?
72.
72, very good. All right, how many acres is the old Pageta Conservancy?
I think that was 90,000.
That's what I thought. Thank you. How far away is the Luau Wildlife Conservation from Nairobi? Is it 50-minute?
I think that one is the 50.
Yep. All right. Who founded Mount Kenya Wildlife Conservation?
William Holden.
That's right. Ding, ding, ding. Yay. Did everybody get them? We're almost done, guys. Almost. All right. Says it takes 27 minutes, but take it a lot longer than 27 minutes. All right. Orphanages and sanctuaries. Let's check this out. Magical Kenya does not disappoint when it comes to offering personalized and memorable experiences. Besides the abundant parks, reserves, conservancies, and sanctuaries that provide excellent, authentic wildlife safari experiences, the wildlife orphanages found in different parts of the country offer a different kind of safari experience. The orphanages serve as treatment and rehab centers for orphaned and endangered wildlife. Visiting orphanages provides visitors with an opportunity to contribute toward the welfare of the orphaned wildlife. Oh, I want to go feed the elephants. Sorry, I got to take a picture of this. Okay. All right, Magical Kenya does not disappoint in offering personalized and memorable experiences. Besides the abundant parks, reserves, conservancies, sanctuaries, the wildlife orphanages found in different parts of the country offer this kind of experience, okay? Some of the orphanages include Nairobi Animal Orphanage, the Giraffe Center, the Daphne Shendrick Elephant Orphanage in Nairobi, the Elephant in Samburu, the Chimpanzee Sanctuary, and the Rhino Sanctuary, okay? So how cool is that? I'm gonna go help with the baby elephants, that were orphaned. All right, you have Kisumu Impala Sanctuary, a serene setting for nature and wildlife watching. Set on the shores of Lake Victoria, the largest freshwater lake in Africa, the 93-acre Kisumu Impala Sanctuary is a serene settling for enjoying Kenya's natural beauty. The sanctuary hosts impalas and rare Sitatunga antelope, as well as big cats, buffaloes, giraffes, cheetahs, and several primate species. Kisumu is also home to 5 campsites with stunning views of Lake Victoria. Birdwatching, nature walks, and glass bottom boats are just a few activities in which guests can partake here. All right, then you have the Elephant Sanctuary, a place to spot gentle giants. Opened in 1995 to create a corridor along an elephant migration route between Shimba Hills and Muangala Forest Reserve. This sanctuary is home to as many as 150 elephants. The area comprises 95 square miles of rugged savanna along the valley of the Cha Shimba River. Why is this a great spot for clients? Well, sightings of these gentle giants are guaranteed, and the reserve's relative remoteness means that your client is unlikely to have to share them with many other visitors. Marangla is an ideal place for those who've done a few safaris elsewhere and are after wilder, more unique experience. The arid land here means the wildlife in Marangi differs slightly from that of wetter and greener Shimba Hills, particularly when it comes to the birds. The sanctuary is an excellent example of community-based conservation, with the local people of the surrounding Malangi community acting as stakeholders and leasing their property to the community-based trust. So you have the Taita Hills Wildlife Sanctuary, established in 1972 by Hilton International in the lowlands of West Mawadi, about 130 miles from Mombasa. It is now owned and managed by Sarova Hotels, who successfully balances wildlife and human needs in an environment that, while not entirely natural, seems to work well for both. So what can your clients see? More than 50 wildlife species, 300 species of birds, among them lion, cheetahs, elephants, buffalo, and all other southern plain grazers. There are Cape buffalo, African bush elephant, African leopard, East African lion, Tanzanian cheetah, Maasai giraffe, zebra, hartebeest, impala, waterbuck, Thompson's gazelles, lesser kudu, and dik-dik. During the drier times of the year, when the animals are not dispersed, the water sources beneath Salt Lake Lodge on the southern side of the sanctuary provide waterhole game viewing, including a ground level hide where viewing is prime. All right, let's take our quiz. Why should you visit an orphanage?
The second one.
To contribute to the welfare. How many flamingos are there at Lake Simbi?
6,000.
Dang. All right. How many acres does Lumo cover? Isn't it this one?
That's the one that was messing me up.
Nope, it's not that one. Okay.
125.
What was it?
No, 125,000.
125,000. Okay. Orphanages are orphan and endangered
True.
wildlife. All right. Why should you visit an orphanage? To contribute? Okay. I reset mine. So it's 125,000.
Yes.
Thank you. All right. And how many flamingos? 6,000.
6,000.
Very good. Download your certificate. Woo! That was a tough one. Okay, guys. So we'll finish this up. What do we have left, guys? So you got 2 certificates today, right? So make sure you post them. Let's see where we're at. I think we have one more that's a real long one, and then the other ones are like 5 minutes each. So yeah, let's see. So we have 42 minutes here, and then these are short ones. So I think we can finish it on our next group. Do you want to do it next Sunday, or you want to do it on the 10th?
We could do it next Sunday or the 10th. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, I recorded also, so I'll be here next Sunday if you guys want to join me. If not, you can watch a recording of it. How's that? Okay. So again, congratulations. This is a long one. So, you know, I appreciate you guys staying on board with me. Here's the calendar for next month, just so you guys can get a heads up. We'll be posting it today. We're going to be doing California on Tuesday. So we're going to finish up California. We're going to do Colorado, Michigan. So Tuesdays are kind of like US places. Fridays, we're going to do the cruise lines. Okay, so we're going to do Margaritaville at sea, and then Viking River cruises and AMA waterways. So Fridays are going to be cruise lines. And then Saturday, we're going to do different destinations. So we're going to do Saudi Arabia, Guanajuato, Uganda, Brazil, and Portugal. Okay. So hopefully you guys can join us. I'm going to get this sent over to be put on a flyer. I'll be posting in all the chats, in all the Facebook groups. So again, make sure you register for all these ahead of time, so that way you're ready to go. Again, congratulations, everybody. I'm excited for you. Again, this is a long one. So yeah, you're able to go ahead and do it. You can do these all on your own, guys. So yeah, please, because again, you can finish it today if you want. So yeah, definitely. These are for you to do. We just do them as a group just for fun. So again, work your way through all these different groups. Remember the spreadsheet that we have, all the trainings programs are up there, so you guys can get in and do whatever trainings you want at any time. Okay. So again, congratulations on your 2 certificates, and I will see you next Sunday. If not, I will see you on Tuesday. We're going to be doing Santa Monica. Okay, so again, California. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. We'll see you later. Bye, guys.
Later, everyone.
Bye. Thank you for the help.